Hello and welcome to another video from Stanley Gibbons here at 399 Strand. Today we've got an auction preview of a very exciting sale we've got coming up in September. It is the India collection of Indian Telegraphs. Now what's really exciting for us about this sale is it's a very rare position for any market to be in. India, as many of you watching this will know, is one of the most active, one of the most popular, one of the hottest philatelic markets in the world. And as a result of the sheer quality and depth of this collection, this has been pretty much shielded from collectors because all of the quality material has been on place. So in a way, the really exciting thing for us is it almost creates a market within the India philatelic world almost from scratch, because there is just so much stuff here that has just never been seen before. Now what's particularly important about a lot of this material is that the vendors of this sale actually purchased most of it, the archive stuff in particular, directly from Robson Lowe and the Delarue archive in the 1970s. So this is the first time ever a lot of this material has ever come to the market. Which is just given the beauty of it, given the area, it's really quite remarkable, and I certainly can't remember anything comparable in my career. So I'm going to show you some of the highlights today. The sale does also include the very first issue, the electric telegraphs. Those are currently being worked on off-site, so they're not here today. But if you picture the depth that you're about to see, but with the electric telegraphs as well, you are really going to see just how excited we'll get. So here we go, the Delarue collection. The Delarue printed all the stamps of the British Empire, and this is a record of a lot of the proofs that they had. When we go in to the India section, we can see all these essays pictured in the Delarue collection. These are things that have never been on the market, which are coming up as a part of this sale. And we've got some of these lovely things here today. But all of this, as I say, has never before been available to private collectors. It went straight from the Delarue archive into this collection. So we'll start with the 1890 issue. This is a little sort of a preview of just how incredibly complete this collection is. So it starts right from the start, and these are very early preliminary essays. It was actually a gentleman called Colonel Mallock. He'd requested that the designs get changed to prevent fraud. So this issue was designed so that the top and bottom were very different, because the first issue was double heads, and the halves were getting confused and fraud was occurring. So Colonel Mallock had extensive correspondence with Delarue, which is also included in the sale, to get these changed. And so you start with these very crude preliminary essays, which are then worked up by Delarue into these beautiful hand-painted essays. So a complete set of stamp-sized hand-painted essays, all on tracing paper, in the issued design. You then, after that point, what's really unusual is you get these working proofs with uncleared surrounds. So the die proofs from the sort of working process of Delarue are very unusual to see. So there's a lot of those in the sale. You then get the finished die proofs, and also, again, a full set of die proofs. So you are literally from, Genesis to Revelation, absolutely a complete story of an issue. Also with all the excitement on the way of things like these wonderful hand-painted essays with simulated perforations, signed. You get all the Delarue internal marks as well. So it's just phenomenal to see so much of it in one place. There's also little pieces of history here. So the 1878 One Anna design, that's the design that many of you will notice. It was issued in green, but you also get little things like these, which are unissued hand-painted essays. Again, completely unique, and never before offered on the open market, and are just really exquisite things. So I'll take you through another one of these sort of complete stories. So this is the 2 rupee issue of 1890.
This is a Delarue photographic essay with hand-painted tablets at the side, so they changed the side inscription to Telegraphs and 2 rupees. They also wanted to use a different portrait of Queen Victoria, so they used this portrait. You then get it after where they've changed the portrait. Other photographic essays, again hand-painted, but this time with the portrait. You then get all the working die proofs and the daybook pieces from the Delarue archive. Again, just phenomenally complete as a story. You then get the finished die proof of the 2 rupee. We've skipped ahead slightly there, but you then get the appendix sheet. And this appendix sheet is how they would select a colour for a stamp. So they would send these samples and they'd say, these are the inks, these are the yellow inks we've got, which one do you want to pick? So you had 4 options, from sort of yellow-orange all the way to very, very light yellow. The Indian government then picked this yellow, and then you have all these cancelled overprints, which are tremendously rare, the specimen overprints, and then the issued stamp. So again, just for one stamp, you have the story from the absolute start, you have the essays, you have the correspondence, you can get an insight into how Delarue worked, and it's all here, it's all recorded, and it's as complete as it possibly can be for one stamp issue. And it goes right from the first Telegraph stamps all the way to the later ones. So I bought these Edward daybook pieces to show you. So again, these are from Delarue's daybook pieces. So you get what die it is, 80 leads, which is how the plate was made up. So basically 80 impressions on a sheet. You get the order dates in red. So you get all this historical information, which is fantastic for study. Again, you've got a complete set going all the way up to 50 rupees. And then again, also in the Delarue collection, you get this complete set of die proofs as well. So as you can see, I can't even fit the sort of mint spectacular stamps on the table just because there's so much spectacular archive material to offer. But the collection obviously also includes usages, complete forms, you know, the mint stamps, mint sets, all the varieties, watermark varieties. This is pretty much as complete a collection as could possibly be produced and be formed. So it's a quite phenomenal sale. It's a real honour to handle this material. And as I say, it's almost gonna create an India market from scratch, given that none of this has ever been on the market before. So stay tuned. There'll be a lot more previews on social media, especially as we get closer to the sale. And yeah, if you need any more information, contact my colleague Tom Hazel in the auction department. So for advanced viewing, more scans, sale scheduling, etc. We hope you are as excited as we are about the sale.